As a school that regularly ranks highly in New South Wales academically, Sydney Boys High strives for an orderly, distraction-free environment for all students. However, the antiquated and complex buildings have become a dilemma for all new students and staff, as well as visiting parents. Thus, we have decided to improve the wayfinding situation at High. However, due to limited time and resources, as well as advice from our teacher Mr. Huyn, we concluded that we should only focus on the McDonald building. To start off, we sent out a survey that you may have seen near the start of the year to see how many students have been affected by the lack of wayfinding. Luckily for us, 97% of respondents experienced some degree of distress from wayfinding. We now had evidence that students were experiencing difficulty due to lack of signage around the school. From this, we determined that the solution would be designing signage. However, before we start designing our own signage, research was needed. We looked at various graphic software, colors, sizes, existing signs, and more. For all the research, refer to pages 18 to 30 of our MDP folio. After over 10 pages of research, we finally moved on to designing our own signage. Using a few mood boards for inspiration, we began generating as many ideas as possible. The first ideas we sketched out were a bit random and messy, but soon we began drawing different types of signs with the same theme. For the best ideas we had, we used an evaluation table and eventually picked out the best general, ceiling, minor, and room sign. Using Adobe Illustrator, we digitized our designs and printed out our preliminary prototypes. The very first prototypes we created were just cutouts from a few sheets of printed paper. However, with a bit of glue tack, we were able to attach them to walls and perform our first experiment on readability. Using an open reel measuring tape, we tested how visible the type was from various distances. For more information, refer to page 25. After this, however, we realized that we did not have a way to mount ceiling signs, and after further investigation, we unfortunately had to scrap them. For our secondary prototypes, we changed many features based on the mistakes discovered in the last iteration. These included an unnecessary school map, lines which are too thick, and spacing issues. However, with these new prototypes came a new set of problems. Testers couldn't understand what diagonal arrows meant, the wayfinding information was not optimized, and the angled sides conflicted with the diagonal arrows. In our final prototypes, we decided to laminate the smaller signs to save time and increase durability. We also adjusted the angle sides to be 45 degrees and put stairs under the diagonal arrows. For the last iteration, we left the signs inside the McDonald building along with feedback sheets near each sign for the final evaluation. After 2 weeks, we retrieved every sign and feedback sheet. With 80 responses in total, we found that around 70% of respondents liked our signs. However, for our project to be successful, we also had to evaluate our client's satisfaction of the wayfinding system. Here are some excerpts from our interview with Mr. K. Do you think our signs are good at providing wayfinding information?
I think it's fantastic. It's something that we've been wanting in the school for a while, and so it's great that we've been able to get this up and running.
The total cost of the materials for our signs will be around $400. Do you think this is a reasonable price for our signs?
For the fact that it's going to create a lot more efficiency for everybody coming to the school, that's a very good investment.
Taking a look at the overall shape and design of our signs, would you consider it safe for use in the school environment?
Yes, because the fact that you've got it against the walls, then that's not an issue because it won't be jutting out for anybody to be hurt in any way. So yeah, there's no safety issue there.
Thank you for watching.